today, what I want all you beautiful people to do is to just stop and understand one thing. The very first amendment on the U.S. Constitution, it didn't just give us freedom of speech. It gave us freedom to read. Yes, it gave us freedom to read, to freely express ourselves without the government intervening, without anything intervening. It gave us that right. That's the very first amendment that we were awarded as people on the U.S. Constitution, the right to read. Y'all argue every fucking thing else, but y'all don't even utilize the very first right that we were given. Y'all need to start reading. I understand that we went to school from grades K through 12, and we were basically accustomed to receiving information that was provided to us, as in those books, all of that information that they went over, that they had us reading, that they had us seeing if we can comprehend. I understand that they gave us all these resources and that we were put into a system to where we had to go and take tests to see if we actually grabbed the information that they gave us, to see how we attained it, to see how we consumed it. I understand that, but that is not the only way of life. Literally, it's not the only way to go through life. We do not have to sit here and just go on and listen to what somebody else is telling us. We can literally read. Before we sit here and start making a big old commotion and a big old spirit of fear and sitting here talking about what's being taken away, what's not going to be done, start reading. And even if you don't want to read political issues, go and start reading about learning trades. If you depend on food stamps for food and you're trying to figure out how you're going to take care or provide food for your kids, go start reading about agriculture so you can learn how to grow your own food. If that's the issue. If you're worrying about getting a job or making income, go start reading about different trades, different skills that you can adapt, that you can generate income doing. If you're so concerned about all these things being taken away from us, start going to educate yourself. But sitting here on social media or listening to the news or having different conversations throughout society or whatever groups that you attend or whatever, and just sitting here like feeling like, oh, we're fucked, or oh, what are we gonna do? That's not gonna help your situation either. It's gonna be the same like we're seeing this Hispanic people going through. While they're sitting here knowing that a man who has literally showed us several times, has literally told us several times, border patrol, border patrol, border patrol. That literally has been his angle. I don't care what we know about Trump. I don't care what y'all say about what we don't know about him. One thing we do know about him, he literally don't give a fuck about immigrants. He don't give a fuck about y'all. Just like he don't give a fuck about nothing poor, to be real. If you're white and poor, he don't give a fuck about you. If you're black and poor, he don't give a fuck about you. And it's not even, and I'm gonna say, I ain't gonna say it's fully he don't give a fuck about you. I ain't gonna say that. He's more so like the parent who don't want to give you something. They want you to work for it. He's more so the parent that's not going to sit here and give you all of their hard-earned money. They want you to go and figure it out on your own. He don't give a fuck. He don't care. He don't care what his actions, how it's going to affect people. He doesn't care. But at the same time, you have to literally sit back and look at the whole agenda, period, in whole. Us as a nation, United States, we've been in debt forever. Forever. How long y'all think we're going to keep, continuing to take all of this money and fund all of these programs, all of these things? How long y'all think we're going to keep making the world go around? All the resources, everything is diminishing. The more people being born, the more years that we're taking to take away from this money. How long do you think we're going to keep being able to do that freely? We wasn't supposed to get on these programs and stay on them for years and years and years and years, generation to generation. We wasn't supposed to do that. Because there's other generations coming up who may need that. You got people freaking 60, 50, depending on welfare. When their grandchild, they can't even come to them to help, and now they can't even go to the government to help because they're depleting everything. Y'all gotta make this shit make sense. Y'all can't be this weak. Like, read, people. Read. Like, now is the time that if you never picked up a fucking book, go pick up a fucking book and start reading. It's very important. Like, it's very important. No, it's not. It's the most important thing out of everything, out of anything else that could be going on right now. Is reading. Literally, read.